Hello everyone, welcome back to Come On my radio show. I'm not going to do the whole that whole thing again. Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of these. I'm your humble host, here coming to you semi-live from my recording studio, aka my bedroom. Hello everybody, and welcome back to a Sunday night edition of Camo's Automotive Radio Show, presented by me and sponsored by nothing. So yeah, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the most interesting 15 minutes to 25 minutes to half an hour on YouTube. So it is official. If you guys watch my channel, it is snowing here in the Northeast, and it's pretty significantly today. So I hope you guys have gotten out your galoshes, your mittens, and all the other good things, because it is going to be quite, and it's snowing right now. Temperature is supposed to get down to 27 most of the night, and then it's supposed to rise to 31. The wind speed is 14 miles an hour. There is no UV index because air quality is 45, which is good. Humidity is 90%. Dew point is 26. Visibility is 2 miles, fairly clear. It is going to snow today and tomorrow. And Wednesday is dipping down to 48, although it was 50. So no more 50-degree days. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Porsche 962. If you guys haven't watched it, please do. I am slowly, actually, I think I might already be at 6,700 views, actually, because this is some expert knowledge. We're 2 away from 6,700 views, so one of you guys already watched episode 181, 10th of this year. This is going to be episode 11. 11 out of out of the 15 days that I produced, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 out of the 15. Well, 12 out of the 15. So this will be 13 out of 15. This won't be too bad. And when I upload Gran Turismo tomorrow, I might be doing that later today. I might be doing that later. I might be doing that tomorrow morning after I put the trash out. I might have to get up like 5 o'clock. I should put out the trash because we don't know when it's going to come out. So I'm going to do that. I'm obviously going to be in riot gear tomorrow, so I'm going to be in my everything. And then I think at like 8, 9 o'clock, I'll probably thought Coco warm myself up after I do that. So yeah, it's great that I have all this, that in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, so 13 videos 13 videos in 15 days is kind of better. The intensity is kind of better. So yeah, I do plan. So what I plan to do is I plan to shoot this vlog, / radio show episode, then I'll upload it. Then I'm gonna record some Gran Turismo early tomorrow, and then I'm going to maybe shovel if the snow stops. We'll see. Significantly, I just wanted to say that the reason why I wanted to talk today, now that we're 5 minutes in, is I wanted to talk about the endurance races that were actually on this weekend. So there were 2 endurance races, one real, one kind of virtual. The Dubai 24, the Creventek 24-hour series holds the Dubai 24 every year in January at the Dubai Autodrome. I was watching qualifying a couple of days ago. Interesting how they were doing day and night qualifying. It's a pretty hish-hash of Porsches, Mercedes, and BMWs, and a couple Ferraris, but not many. A couple Audis as well. I think Mercedes HRT hopped racing team by Abu Dhabi Racing ended up getting the first and second, I think, with a 1:59 and change, and I think a 2 minute, and I think a 1:59, I think 2 minutes and change, I think, to lock out the front row. And I guess the race from what I saw was actually pretty uneventful. There was a couple of yellows here and there, but the HRT cars had hard trouble. It became a fight between Herbert Motorsports Porsches and the BMW M4 GT3s of WRT racing team by MS7. It ended up being, I was watching all through the night and all through the early morning. The race actually ended at like 5 o'clock, so I didn't get to watch I went to bed at like 2 o'clock. The race ended up like 5 o'clock here. BMW ended up winning and doing 621 laps, and it's less than Daytona, even though Daytona is a bit longer, but Daytona has more straightaways and has more top speed to it. So that's the reason why Daytona does more laps, because of how fast it is and how fast the lap is. The lap at Daytona is about 1:33 because it's mostly all speed. And then they had the Le Mans 24-hour virtual, and Max Verstappen ended up getting bumped out by disconnection problems yet again for the 3rd time. And he even, for those of you who don't know what the virtual 24 is, it's for esports gamers around the world, and real drivers will partake, and gamers will partake, and people will team up for 3 cars, and they'll be in the same setting, and the same car, and they'll try to drive and try to win the 24-hour race. I sit there and I don't really like the virtual races because they're not as true to life as you'd think, and they can red flag for server errors, which they had 2 server errors today because there was a security breach during the race. They actually had to red flag the race twice. I think the race can do 380 laps or 370, 380 laps, but because they red flagged it for some time because of a security breach and a couple of lag problems with some people, they ended up doing 355 laps. And I think this team called Redline, who actually hit Max Verstappen as in the second car until he retired with connection problems. And I watched a little bit of Jimmy Broadbent's broadcast, and they came in 9th or 10th in GTE Pro. in GTE. There's only two classes. There's GTE Pro and LMP. There's no prototype. There's no hypercars or LMP ones or anything like. It's just LMP2 cars and a bunch of GTE style cars. And I watched Broadbent's coverage, and I watched a bunch of other people stream it online. I thought the Dubai 24 was actually more interesting because of the action. I mean, I got to see some pretty interesting. I got to see some pretty interesting accidents, some pretty good turnarounds. I was actually went on board with one of the cars, and after you service your car at the Dubai 24, you change the tires or the brakes, you pull off into another area, and you actually have the gas actually put into you from a gas pump. Like you actually have a it put into you by a normal filling nozzle, 100 octane race gas or whatever it is, into the tank, and they have to watch the counter and everything. It was kind of weird to see that, actually. I never knew that. I thought they just filled up their cars at the pit lane, and because I never really caught them, because I caught them doing pit stops, but I thought they may have put them in via fuel jugs or something, or just to the NASCAR style, but no, they actually did it with a regular fuel nozzle and a regular fuel filler set up on that you go to any gas station around these parts. So the Dubai 24 was actually a pretty interesting one. It was kind of boring. It was kind of cool to see HRT and WRT go at it with their BMWs and their Mercedes, and Porsche kind of getting in there, trying to win it, trying to get there, win it. I think BMW just notched up another win in the win column. So, but yeah, the top five didn't really. And then they had TCR cars, and then they had a couple of GTX cars. Like they had this car called the Vortec V8 1.0. It's this weird looking thing that's got a V8 in it. I think it's got a Chevrolet V8 in it or something like that, or Ford or a Chevrolet small block V8 in it. And then there's TCR cars, which are basically four-door road going cars, like the Honda, like the GTI and the Honda Civic and the Audi LMS R3 LMS, which isn't really designed for endurance racing. It's mostly designed for two-hour sprint races over here in America. But they're trying to adapt them for TCE, which is touring car endurance, not TCR, touring car races or whatever. But yeah, I just thought that the virtual Le Mans 24 was kind of boring. A couple of teams kind of dominated. Only one or two teams dominated, and there was a clear victor in the like a BMW and a Porsche led GTE, and then eventually Ferrari kind of got a hold of it and kind of stayed there. So it was kind of boring. And when they crash and they spin, they have full damage on and stuff like that, so you can see them break apart and stuff like that, or they can lose out due to a disconnection and stuff like that. So I thought the races were good. I thought it was kind of cool to watch them go around and see how good the racing was, and see the racing was. I kind of liked it that it was kind of back and forth. Herbert kind of led for a little bit. HRT led for a little bit until they crashed out with 6 hours in. I don't think any other manufacturers really led until I think Mercedes and BMW and Porsche were the only ones who kind of dominated. They were kind of the cars to kind of beat, especially with Black Falcon Racing, who did the 24-hour series. They also do the 24 hours of the Nürburgring 24. They don't do Le Mans 24. They won't be doing Le Mans 24 till 2024. But yeah, it'll be interesting to say the least. And it's good to see that the racing world is off to a good start, because next weekend we're going to be having the Roar for the 24 at Daytona, and then the weekend after that, and then the week after that, well, the real one. That'll be fun. I'll definitely have fun watching that, because it'll definitely be good to see that they are going to be qualifying the way they usually do. It could be good to see a Corvette finally learned about their car in GTD Pro, and it'll be cool to see these hypercar / GTP cars competing for the first time. It'll be certainly interesting to see that they have slightly more power than their contemporaries, but they're a lot heavier. So it'll be interesting to see who runs where, and then where they'll stack up to Ferrari, Peugeot, Glickenhaus, Ferrari, and the like. So yeah. So I just wanted to get the 24-hour race news out of the way. I want to address one other thing. There has been something that has come to my attention. It's not for you guys or for anything else, but I just want to say that I notice that people are actually following me on PlayStation. And for those of you who are following me on PlayStation and do that, I'm going to probably try to make a lot of episodes for GTA and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys follow me. There's a bunch of people. I think there's like 2-3 people that follow me now on PlayStation Network. That's also good. Means I'm getting some more exposure on the PlayStation platform, but I'm also getting exposure on this platform as well here on YouTube. And it's all down to me just presenting my content and me just doing what I need to do to a bunch of things, and get views for the channel, and get views for the videos and stuff like that, and everything a little bit helps. So for those of you who are on the PSN network, follow me on PSN. That's a great move. This channel is not half bad. It's good to go, and I like talking about and I like playing GTA and doing stuff like that. In sort of which. So yeah, I just wanted to just let you guys know that, yeah, thanks for the support. It's really, really good. I mean, I know we've lost in the last year or two, we've lost 2 or 3 subscribers. Probably due to my actions earlier last year. I really didn't get off to the greatest start last year either. So this is kind of the first time I'm actually on time with my videos, and I'm producing more in the first 15 days than I have in the first. I'll have to tell you guys that this is actually pretty damn good. So I'm just going to turn my volume down and see the frequency of these videos. January 5th. So in like the first 10 days, so the first like 10 days of the year, I only had 3 episodes. First 10 days of last year, I only did 3 freaking episodes. And by this day, and by this time last year, I had 6 episodes in 17 days. I started off pretty slow last year, so this is actually pretty darn good of how many videos I've output in the last year or so. So I definitely, in the number of episodes I put out are definitely higher than last year. So definitely higher than this last year, because this time last year I only had 6 episodes. So I did. So I'm doing 4 more than I did last year. So I'm in the right direction, and I'll pop these small little videos and stuff like that. I just wanted to update you guys on the most popular videos. So they go in order. So Corvette C6R 1x24 remote control car that has 434 views. Pokemon Wise episode 13 has 240 views. Darn Allergies from the 29th of March 2017 at 227 views. So this is kind of funny that videos from like 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 years ago are actually better than the views now, because I can tell you this already. In the first 3 videos of this whole series, first videos of my popular series, let's see, 430, 434, 240, that's 570, that's 674, and 674, and then so yeah, that's the reason why I have over 6,700 views. So yeah, I just wanted to say that the pace this year is better than it was last year, and I aim to do that because I wanted to be better for you guys and have more content and for you guys to see more. And that definitely plays out as time goes on. So, and the uploads of number of videos I will upload for the whole year will definitely go up. And at the current pace, I have 13 videos in 15 days. Well, this will be number 14 in 15 days. That's pretty damn good output, actually, for the first 15 days. Actually. And have I missed one? Yeah. Have I missed a couple? Yeah. Have I rebounded? Yeah. It's going to be important to, it's going to be important for me to do that. And it's going to be important for me to make sure that you guys are well aware of, what's going on this channel and and what's happening overall. So just gonna save these to my playlist. Videos, yep. So this will be video. So yeah, I've already went up 10 episodes already. So 10 episodes. This will be 11. So I just wanted to say, everybody out there, just have a nice, safe. If you guys are in the Northeast, have a nice, safe day tomorrow. If you guys have to do a lot of walking, try to get exercise out in your yard, not on the streets or anything. But yeah, pray that we have that we continue this success, because I pray for everybody else's successes this year, because 2023 will be a solid year for me. Hopefully, it'll be a fun one. So, but I'm getting off to a good start, because I don't want to fall into the same pit I did last year, and I'm kind of behind I was kind of behind the 8 ball last year. So I just so I hope everything's all right. But I'll see you guys later, and I hope everybody out there, I pray for everybody's success. I pray for everybody's souls out there, and I pray that we all have a good year this year, because we kind of need some positivity in our lives. So without coronavirus doing this thing. So, all right, people, I'll see you guys later. Bye.